Hello, everybody. Hi. What I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to, because you have next week, you have an essay to write worth 10%. And I'm just going to do, if it could help you, maybe because you need to see this maybe a second time. First time, because I did explain the document that I looked at in class. However, you need a refresher. This is the purpose of what I'm doing. Okay. Enjoy. Okay, here we're going to look at, this is the document, everything you need about writing well. Here it's practice writing a paragraph. So do you notice also, finally, these are adverbs. They don't begin a sentence. Okay, and then you have the essay, which is two elements, the grabber and the thesis statement only. Okay, the grabber, here's an example. I told you in class, sex, but that's not appropriate, but it does grab the attention. But you have to think of the idea, same idea. And I explained to class, two things that could be really good grabbers are a question using the present perfect. Have you ever been bullied? I don't know. I threw that question there. Or a little story, a little anecdote. Not 10 pages, no, maybe just a paragraph, but a little anecdote that is very captivating in getting the reader's attention. And the anecdote obviously is related to your thesis, which is your main point of your essay. And then your second part is the thesis statement. It's the main point of the essay. It's not explicit. So you're not saying, I think, I want to say. No, that's too much. That's a conversation. And you're not doing a conversation, you're doing a writing, a formal writing. And it's not in the form of a question. Your thesis is a statement. It's not a question. It's stated normally in one sentence, not more. You're not developing your thesis statement. You're just stating it because it's your point of view. And then you are, in your next paragraph, you're introducing your argument, your first argument. Here's an example. In today's society, technology is ruining our lives. Topic, technology. Point of view, it's ruining our lives. It's destroying our lives. Notice I didn't say I think. I want to say I believe. No, it's not necessary. My name, your name is going to be at, and my name, I'm speaking right now. So it's obviously, you can read between the lines, and it's my opinion. Okay. I don't need to explicitly say it's my opinion. You know. So you have to do the same thing. Okay. The development of your essay, because you're going to have basically a 4-paragraph essay. The first paragraph is your introductory paragraph. The second one is part of your development. And we're going to start with, first of all, for your transition, and we are going to give your first argument to support your topics, your thesis statement. Yeah, sorry. And here you have a topic sentence, but it's an argument here. So I know there's a little adjustment to make, because in the paragraph, the topic sentence was the main idea. In the essay, it's changed its meaning. Now it's an argument, and it's the main idea of the paragraph, but it's not the main idea of the essay. The thesis is. So it's an argument to support the thesis. Hopefully that's clear. But it's still structured the way you've learned with the paragraph, in that you need to give your argument, start with a transition, first of all, only, and then explain it, and then give an example to show it by using, for example, for instance. And you don't need to conclude it or give an opening, because you gotta start with your next paragraph. Okay, your third paragraph, which is another argument. Start with your third paragraph, moreover, or in addition, and then state your second argument that supports your thesis. Again, explain it, give it another example by putting, for instance, or for example. Just use one, for instance, for one, or for example, for one, and for instance, the other. Richness in vocabulary. And when you're done with that, then you're going to go into the concluding paragraph. It's a paragraph all by itself. And note here, doesn't give the arguments. It doesn't give the examples. It just summarizes the thesis statement, because that was in the first paragraph. So the reader is having difficulty remembering. So if you could refresh our memory by just reformulating the thesis statement, excellent, in a different way, okay? And then you finish with an opening or a clincher. You're giving a thought-provoking remark on your subject, and your thought, well, it could be a subject, excuse me, a subject. It could be, excuse me, it could be a solution. It could be a suggestion, a prediction about the future, or the new one, it could be now a question, but it has to be a thought-provoking question, okay? Now, here, again, I'm saying don't avoid explicit statements. According to me, I will talk about, this text explains, let's see the effects of, it's too explicit. And okay, instead of saying this text explains that women are smarter than men because of genetics, no, you're explaining and you're not stating, and you are developing your ideas. No, just say women are smarter than men. Topic, women, point of view, are smarter than men. Okay, and then that's clearly an opinion. Join your ideas. Here I say, in your ideas, you have to explain the why. This thesis statement is true by giving giving two arguments and explaining these arguments and giving examples to illustrate them, okay? But in your essay, you're gonna please encourage you not to give simple sentences. The plane fell 7,000 feet. Compound sentences, it completed its flight and the passengers were safe. So two parts, two clauses in the sentence are independent and they're joined by a little conjunction. And then you have your complex sentences, and that's where you have more difficulty. Because one engine broke down, that's a dependent clause. The plane fell 7,000 feet, that's an independent clause. Before it completed its flight, again, dependent clause. So when you have a dependent clause and an independent clause, hey, that's more difficult. That's called a complex sentence. So in a nutshell, I want you to have a balance, a balance. Simple sentences, compound and complex. Not too many simple, not too many complex, not too many compound. Try to have a balance, okay? You have conjunctions. These are conjunctions, and, but, so, yeah. Transitions, okay, we use transitions. You basically have, first of all, in addition, moreover, and sometimes furthermore, you can use if you want to give another example, or you want to explain another argument, you could use furthermore. And then the last, for the conclusion, you have in conclusion or to conclude. Okay. Here it says, finally is not a synonym for in conclusion or to conclude. Okay, so finally is used to give a final point in paragraph or to begin a final paragraph in the development section. Well, so we're going to say that it's not good. So we're going to say it's not good. So it's not a synonym for in conclusion to conclude. Oh, I'm going to do. So use to conclude or in conclusion. Okay, I think that's clear. Okay. Okay, now you have, look, this is just an example. And, but, so, these are used as conjunctions, and it's good English. That's how they should be used, not as transitions, but as conjunctions. And if you want to start a new sentence, well, then you have to use these words. These are more transitions. Okay, here, this is it. If you want to add addition, here's your conjunction, but you can also use these transitions furthermore. Secondly, I'm going to get rid of that. Yeah, thirdly, because, well, these are okay if you're giving a recipe, okay, but you're not. So the only ones I'm gonna, yeah, is moreover, for, and maybe we could say in addition. So we can do this. And maybe we can say, first of all, of course, let's see your first one. You can do this. Okay, and here, if you're making cause and effect, you can use therefore instead of using so, because so is really a little formal. It's a little informal. So yeah, so you could use therefore or thus or consequently. As a result, it's a lot better English. Okay. So punctuation, be careful with your punctuation. Yeah. You have a period, that's easy, question mark, easy, comma, yes, parenthesis. It's a semicolon. This one right here, you have more difficulty with. And that's, you often join. Semicolon is here. If I'll give you an example. Look, just quickly. John has 2 daughters. Okay, that's a complete sentence, correct? You have a tendency to do this bad habit. Put just a comma. They are twins. And they are twins is also a complete sentence. So when you are separating 2 complete sentences, you need something stronger to separate them. So twins, put a period. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to put a semicolon. John has 2 daughters. John has 2 daughters, semicolon. They're twins. Now that is well written. And the semicolon is used correctly. Okay. Because I have a complete sentence here, independent clause, and they are twins, independent clause. So you don't always want to write and. Sometimes just punctuation will be good enough. Okay, here's an outline of an essay. Okay, paragraph 1, paragraph 2. And here they had 3 paragraphs in development. You won't have to do 3 paragraphs. You just have to do 2 in the development. And okay, clincher. Okay, and here, look at here. I noticed I got to be consistent. So I need, if this is going to be my first argument, I need to give my transition. And this is going to be my second one. I need to also. Okay, and in addition. And my last, and here's my third one. Maybe I could say moreover. Okay, and my conclusion, we know what we have to write there. To conclude. Okay, to conclude. I'm just looking here. Okay. Now, here, these are different. These are different grammars you could use, but I told you the 2 that are most important, easiest for you as well for this level would be starting with a question using the present perfect or stating a short little anecdote. Okay. And for the clincher, you have these different types of clinchers, but I'm saying that you already know that, and they're in the choices, give a solution, a suggestion, or a prediction. And the last one, you could also finish with a question. And this explains it. Okay. So listen, I just showed the document, and I want you, most importantly, the document is going to help you, but most importantly, remember what I said in class. You took notes, we looked at this document together, and you had an opportunity to ask me questions, but the idea there is you're writing a 4-paragraph essay, and you will be next class, a 4-paragraph essay, and a thesis statement, 2 arguments, and a concluding paragraph. So hopefully this is clearer for you. Watch it again if you need to. And if there are any questions, don't hesitate to send me a mail. Okay. On that note, I'm going to finish, and I'm going to say peace and love. Okay. I wish you the best. Okay. Bye-bye.